That cop's got to be long gone from Orville's apartment, so I'm gonna go back there and check it out, see what I can find.
I'll go with you.
No. All right, look, I don't want you getting in trouble with your moms because of me, okay? Thanks anyway. You're the best, Mom. Catch you later.
I don't care what my mom says about staying away from Chad. I'm gonna go with him.
Oh, God help me, I didn't have any choice. Chad wasn't ever going to stop looking for clues about his past. And I can't risk him learning about my past. If my daughters and TC ever found out what I've done, it would destroy them. And everything I've worked so hard for. This is the only way to keep that from happening. Orville said that he put the information about my past in a red envelope, and he put the red envelope inside of a bird statue. I couldn't find it, but at least now the fire will burn it up too. And then, finally, I'll be free.
Orville's out, one strange-looking bird.
I'd better call in the fire alarm. The fire department will get here in time to save the building. It'll be too late to save anything in Orville's apartment.
Oh my God, I can't get out.
Luis, are you going out for dinner?
Yeah, I was just leaving you a note. Taking a lady out for dinner.
Oh, tell Beth I said hello.
Well, I'm not going with Beth. I'm going with Sheridan.
I wonder if this is right for a first date with Luis. Or maybe the red one would be better. Oh, I just wish I knew if Luis were dressing up or down. Why am I making such a big deal out of this? It's just a date. Luis is just a guy. Who am I kidding? Luis isn't like any guy I've ever dated before. He's so... Hello?
Sheridan, dear.
Father, what a pleasant surprise. We haven't spoken in quite a while.
There's been no need. Until now.
You sound upset. Is something the matter?
I'm calling about Luis.
I could sit here like this forever.
Me too.
We're so lucky, Miguel. I mean, even though my mom died in that awful fire, I still feel so connected to her spirit. And now that we know that your dad didn't die on New Year's Eve, it's like we can start the new year with everything bad behind us.
Nothing but good things are gonna happen to us from now on. You'll see.
What is Tabitha up to now? It's a little early for spring cleaning, isn't it?
I'm trying to find something that will make Charity kill Miguel.
Timmy thinks his princess is wasting her time. Charity loves Miguel. There's no way she's going to kill him.
Obviously, there is a way, Timmy. Because the ancient book of prophecy says it will happen, and the great book is never wrong. I'm just trying to find a way to help things along. And I will. I'll make Charity kill Miguel tonight if I die trying.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
You're You're dreaming. Not since Romeo and Juliet has there been a love like Miguel and Charity's.
Oh, I'm surprised you even know about Romeo and Juliet. But they are most apropos to our current situation.
Tabitha lost to me.
Juliet did what I want Charity to do. She snuffed out her Romeo.
Timmy recalls Romeo killing himself.
Yes, because he thought Juliet was dead when she was only pretending to be. Maybe there's something there I could use.
That's stealing.
Over the years, I've stolen many a plot from the bard, Timmy. Shakespeare was a most intelligent man. Oh, I'm always sorry I never met Big Will. You should hear those three witches from Macbeth go on about him.
Is Tabitha name dropping? Or does she know those witches?
Well, of course I know them, Timmy. We were all friends way back when.
Timmy thinks those witches when you speak to Tabitha now that she's lost her powers.
Oh, has-beens, all of them. My greatest glory is yet to come, and it will come once I destroy Charity.
How, Tabitha? Without your powers, you're washed up, finished. You can't pull a rabbit out of a hat, let alone have Charity kill Miguel, when she loves him more than her own life.
That's it, Timmy. You just told me how I'm going to do it. Goodbye and good riddance to Charity.
Charity, what's wrong?
I guess I was just thinking about my mom. She was such a good person, Miguel. She loved me just as much as any mom could love her daughter. I guess that's why I still feel her spirit so close to me.
Well, that should make you feel happy.
Yeah, it does. It's just... my mom had so much faith. She believed in the power of love, and yet she died in that awful fire. Why, Miguel? How does such a bad thing happen to such a good person?
I don't know. But like I said, I'm never gonna let anything bad happen to you, Charity. I'll protect you, I promise.
Yeah, but what if it did? What if something bad happened to you like it did my mom? I don't know what I'd do.
Nothing bad is gonna happen to me, okay?
Yeah, but what if it did? If something happened to you, I don't think I'd have the strength to go on without you, Miguel. If you died, I think that I would die too.
You're going out with Sheridan?
You're surprised?
Well, I know she's grateful to you for saving her life on New Year's Eve. I just didn't think the two of you...
Yeah, well, Sheridan and I have gotten along a lot better since our trip to Santa Fe to look for Papa.
Oh, good. You know I'm very fond of Sheridan. She and her nephew Ethan are nothing like the rest of the Cranes. I'm glad. I'm glad you're going out with her. I hope it works out.
Wait, hold on now, Mama. Just because I'm taking Sheridan out for dinner, that doesn't mean that it's a date. There's no romance between us.
Oh, well, it's not a date. What is it?
Well, I'm gonna ask Sheridan for her help. You see, there are a lot of unanswered questions about this dead man who was posing as Martin Fitzgerald. Like, why did he have Julian Crane's private phone number? Why was Julian so anxious to have the body cremated? Why did the man have a scar behind his ear just like the one Papa had?
I've asked myself those same questions, Luis.
Well, knowing Sheridan like I do, I'm sure she has as well. I figured if I asked her out to a nice dinner, she might agree to help me.
Tell me, Luis, does Sheridan know why you've asked her to dinner, that it's not a date?
Why would you think it was a date? I mean, Sheridan's not interested in dating me any more than I'm interested in dating her.
What about Louis, Father?
First of all, I want you to know, on my word as a Crane, that the family had nothing to do with Martin Fitzgerald's disappearance all those years ago. He could be as dead as his imposter for all I know.
Julian's been keeping you up to date, I see.
I know there's been some speculation and innuendos from certain quarters. I just wanted to assure you that no one in this family had anything to do with this matter.
I assumed as much, Father. And I really appreciate you calling. We haven't spoken in quite a while.
I wanted to see how you've been doing.
I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Father.
I also wanted to tell you to stay away from Luis Lopez Fitzgerald.
Stay away?
You know your abysmal track record with men as well as I do. They use you, I'm afraid, my dear Sheridan. They use you.
Yes, Father. You always remind me of that. And maybe that was true before, but not anymore. I assure you, the next man that I go out with is not going to use me. And as for Luis, he's too nice to use any girl he asks out.
Perhaps that's true for other girls, but you're different, Sheridan. You are destined to be used. Just stay away from Luis.
I admit, I have made mistakes in the past. But I assure you, I am only interested in good, solid men from now on. I'll show you, Father.
No one would be happier for you than I if that were true. It's just that you're so naive, Sheridan, so terribly naive.
No, not
I must go now. Remember what I said. Stay away from Luis Lopez Fitzgerald.
But, Father, there's something that I have to tell you. I'm going to go out with Luis tonight, Father. He won't use me. He's different from any man I have ever gone out with. I'll prove it to you. I'll show you that I've changed.
Simone!
I was tagging along to see if you need any help.
I told you shouldn't be hanging out with me.
Don't worry, my mom won't find out.
As long as she ain't around here.
Why would she be?
Didn't Winnie tell you? I caught your mom's hanging out around Orville's apartment the other night.
What?
Yeah. The lights are off and your mom was snooping around with a flashlight.
No, I didn't know any of this, but I'm sure whatever my mom was doing, she had a good reason.
There has to be another way out of here.
She said she was looking for Orville's medical history to help her treat him better. But, yo, I didn't believe it. All right? And she didn't have social services seal off Orville's apartment to protect his property, neither. She did it to keep me from learning about my past.
Chad, I don't believe my mother would deliberately try to stop you from finding out about your past. I mean, why would she care?
Well, that's what I'd like to know. Yo, I smell smoke.
China, hurry up! Smoke is obviously coming out of his apartment!
I'm trying to handle it, Turner. So look. Yo, go and warn the neighbors that the building's on fire, right? Have them call the fire department. And hurry up! Smoke's getting thick about a minute. Good thing nobody's inside. If the fire don't kill them, the smoke would. Open it! The light might be inside! Come on!
Jimmy likes Charity McGill. And he doesn't want Talbot ruining their happiness.
Well, you should have thought of that before you brought up Romeo and Juliet. It's a perfect parallel, Timmy. Juliet pretends to be dead. Romeo finds her, freaks out, takes poison and offs himself. Juliet wakes up, sees Romeo dead, takes his dagger, kills herself. If Shakespeare has a happy ending, why can't I?
Because Shakespeare's a genius and...
Are you saying I'm not, Timmy? Good. Now, you'll see. By the time I'm finished, Charity will have poisoned Miguel, And her grief over his death will kill all her goodness, and she'll come running over to the dark side. And then I will have won, Timmy. So, never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Listen to me. As long as you're with me, nothing bad is gonna happen. I won't let it.
Why do I feel like this, Miguel? This is different from anything I've ever felt before. And I'm really scared.
I think I know. We were about to bury my father. You know, it got you thinking about death and your mom dying. That's why you're upset.
Maybe.
Well, would it help to talk about it?
No, I just want to forget about it. Honestly, I just want to be happy with you, Miguel. I just can't get over this feeling that something really bad's gonna happen. It's like someone's gonna die. And it could be tonight.
What?
You know, it's the two of us sitting here, same table, ordering drinks, about to have dinner. This could be on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
You're right. We've come a long way since the first time we met.
You mean collided?
I haven't forgotten that I banged up your police car.
Twice.
Okay, twice. Doesn't it seem like it was ages ago?
Yeah. Lots changed since then, I'll admit that.
Yeah. I'd just gotten over that awful relationship with that French skunk, Jean-Luc. I was so angry for letting him use me that everyone and everything became fair game for my rage. And not that that's any excuse for what I did. I mean, I know it was wrong for me to use my car as a battering ram.
You're right. I was wrong.
Wait a minute. You're supposed to disagree with me.
Oh, I am?
Yes. I mean, when a woman admits to a wrongdoing, most men would graciously tell her it wasn't her fault, even when it was.
I'm not like most men. Sorry if that upset you.
Not at all. Actually, quite the contrary. In fact, I was just telling someone earlier tonight how different you really are.
Excuse me, can I get inside here for a quick minute? There's some stuff of mine that's inside that I really need.
Sorry, son, this area's sealed off. No one's allowed inside till we can check it out.
I'll never get answers now.
Where's that smoke smell coming from?
I'm sorry, Orville. I didn't know what else to do. I couldn't risk someone finding out what my secret was.
You mean Chad Harris?
I found him. He was searching around in your apartment, looking for clues to his past. What if he found clues to my past instead? I'm sorry, Orville. I didn't see any other way.
And people say that I talk in circles. What are you trying to say, Eve?
I set fire to your apartment.
My apartment?
I'm sorry, Orville. I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do, but I will make it up to you. I'll buy you all new furniture and clothes when you get out of here. But if you tell anybody that I did it, I'll deny it.
What you did was for the best, Eve. Now nobody will ever know the truth about your past and Chad's.
What is the secret of Chad's past, Orville? Tell me.
Can't. It's a secret. It's a secret as big as yours, Eve. But I'll never tell anybody about either one of them. Never.
You remember how we couldn't even stand to look at each other the night I was here with Beth? You were here with Hank?
Oh, please don't remind me. It was so horrible.
Hey, I didn't make you get in that stupid magician's box.
I know. I only did it to prove to you that I wasn't afraid.
Yeah, and then I remember you got freaked out when the magician locked you inside. I never understood what that was about.
Guess I just never knew I was claustrophobic.
If you say so. Yeah, but I always thought that you seemed scared of something. Then, I guess when we were in New Mexico, looking for my father, that was when you seemed to get over it.
I hope I am.
I think so. You seem pretty fearless to me.
Fearless. Luis, do you want to know the truth?
Always comes out eventually.
The truth is that I've learned to be fearless, to act tough. Comes from being raised a crane, I guess. But when someone plays with my emotions, you know, when they use me, they disappoint me or they hurt me, I don't take it very well. And it may not show on the outside, but when I'm alone, all the pain and the hurt, it just comes pouring through, and I just cry.
Perfection. Now, to test my deadly elixir. What around here is expendable?
Fluffy!
Ah, this should do nicely. Perfect. All right, Timmy. Now, you clean up the kitchen, and I'll put the rest of my plan in motion.
Bennett residence.
Hello, Charity, dear? Yes, it's Tabitha calling. Yes, I'm calling to invite you and Miguel to tea. I've just made a wonderful batch of petit fours. They're absolutely to die for. Oh, please, can you spare a little time for a lonely old woman? It would mean so much to me.
Let me ask Miguel. He's right here. Tabitha wants us to come over for tea.
Great. I think that would help take your mind off the idea that someone's gonna die soon.
Okay, Tabitha, we'll be right over.
I'll be ready and waiting. Now, okay. A bit more.
Tabitha's as wasteful as she is mean.
No, less talking and more cleaning. I'm reading tea leaves to make sure that my plan is working. Ah. Yes, that's right. It says that someone is going to eat poison tonight, and they will die.
Does it say who?
Oh, really, Timmy? What do you want, skywriting? Who else would the corpse in waiting be but Miguel? Now, I'm sure Shakespeare wanted Romeo to drink his poison so the audience would see. But since we have front row seats, I think watching Miguel chew his way into oblivion will be more fun, don't you, Timmy?
You're bad, Zelda. Really, really, really bad.
Thank you, Timmy. Well, practice makes perfect. Oh, our unwitting victims have arrived. Now, remember, for the prophecy to be fulfilled, Charity must be the one to hand Miguel the poison for T4. And then, technically, he will die by her hand. All right, now, you make the tea, and I'm going to open the door. Ah, sweet Charity and dear Miguel. How nice of you to accept my invitation.
Thanks for inviting us, Tabitha.
Oh, pleasure's all mine, Miguel. And I just heard that your father's funeral was cancelled. It was some imposter that met such a grisly demise on New Year's Eve. Well, if that's not a cause for celebration, I don't know what is.
Oh, you're really sweet to think of Miguel, Tabitha. You're a lot like Kay that way.
Oh, what a kind thing to say. Well, why don't you make yourselves at home, and I'll be right out with our tea.
So did coming here help, or you still have this feeling that someone's gonna die tonight?
I still have it, Miguel. And it's stronger than ever.
My mother was right about you, Sheridan. You're different from the rest of the Cranes. Truth really matters to you.
Well, I think that if you avoid the truth and get in the habit of lying to people, you only wind up lying to yourself. Once you let that happen, you're lost.
Now, I never realized how much we think alike. I feel the exact same way. The truth above all else. And it has to come out at all costs.
Well, then I propose a toast to the truth. May it set us free.
You know, I'm feeling free enough to tell you why I invited you to dinner. You ready to hear it?
The truth is, I've been waiting for you to tell me.
All right. And here goes. I want you to help me find out what Julian and Alistair know about my father. Why that man was posing as my father. Why he had the same idea as my father. Why he even looked so much like him, even down at the scar behind his ear.
That's why you asked me to dinner, to get me to help you.
Well, yeah. Why'd you think I asked you out?
My mom's in there with Orville. You better go in there without me.
Chad, it's late. Maybe you could come by and see Orville tomorrow.
What I got to say can't wait, Dr. Russell. Oh, well, I got some bad news for you, man. It's about your
I
apartment.
don't want you upsetting my patient.
Well, if I don't tell him, someone else will.
All right.
What is it, Chad?
Oh, your apartment caught fire tonight. And everything you had just went up in smoke.
My home is gone?
Everything, man. Sorry.
I'm sorry too, Orville. How did you know about the fire, Chad?
I was there.
Still trying to get into Orville's apartment even after social services secured it.
Well, it doesn't matter now. Now, does it, Dr. Russell?
No, I suppose not.
Do you know how the fire started?
No. Fire chief said there's going to be an investigation. They're going to see if it was an accident or arson.
You don't say.
Yo, the whole thing's still so fresh in my mind, man. I mean, the flames and all that thick smoke. It's funny. I even smell smoke now.
I don't know what you're smelling, Chad. There's no fire around here.
Well, I think it's fairly obvious, Chad. The smoke you're smelling is on you. Your clothes must be full of smoke from the fire.
I guess.
I'm sure that's all it is.
Was there anything left from the fire, Chad? My clothes, my records?
Well, the fire chief wouldn't let me in the apartment because of the investigation and all, but from what I can see, it's a total loss, man. I mean, everything you had, it's gone, including any possible evidence about my past. Looks like we both got burned big time.
I had a lot of nice stuff, irreplaceable stuff, stuff that nobody knew about, stuff. Bye-bye, stuff. Bye-bye, Bertie.
Why do I think you asked me out to dinner? Well, I didn't think that it was to get me to help you to investigate my family. That's for damn sure.
Sheridan,
I had no idea that you had an agenda.
Agenda? I'm not asking you as a cop. I'm asking you as Martin Fitzgerald's son. I want to know why the man who kidnapped you and held you at gunpoint was posing as my father. What kind of ruse he was pulling and why.
Anything else, Luis?
Well, I'm sure of one thing. Your brother Julian and your father Alistair are involved in this. And I want to know how and why.
And that's where I come in. So this wasn't a date to get to know me. This was a date to try and use me.
I never meant it to be a date. I assumed you knew that. After all we had been together, and how my mother said that you were different from the rest of your family, and you saying how important that the truth is. I mean, I thought that you would want to help me get to the bottom of what's been going on.
You know what, Luis? You are just like Jean-Luc and every other man who's only wanted to use me for my money and my family's connections.
That's not true.
Like hell, it isn't. I'm just a means to an end for you. You want to use me to destroy my own family, to prove that they're liars and maybe even killers.
You know your abysmal track record with men as well as I do. I'm afraid, my dear Sheridan, they use you. You are destined to be used. Just stay away from Luis.
I will.
You saying you will help me?
Go to hell, Luis.
Martha Stewart, and it's not a good thing.
I have to know where the poisoned Petit Four is on the red doily, so that I can be sure that Charity gives it to Miguel. Otherwise, the prophecy won't be fulfilled unless he dies by her hand. And when that's accomplished, then Charity will be easy pickings to pluck for our team. And I wouldn't want to end up eating it myself. That would be a catastrophe. Not to mention messy.
Messy? How?
Oh, you don't want to know, Timmy.
Tilda, please don't kill Miguel. He's never caused you any harm.
What do you mean, no harm? If Miguel hadn't fallen for Charity, she wouldn't be here in Harmony, and we'd be ruling the roost. Oh, no. Miguel's fate is sealed. He'll die tonight.
I wish I had better news for you, Orville, but I don't. Ain't it just our luck, man? We both lost everything. I mean, I lost any possible evidence, about my past. You lost your record collection, your photo collection. Even that weird bird of yours. It's history.
You saw a bird at Orville's apartment?
Yeah. Yeah, last time I was there. I mean, it's not a pet or nothing, it's just a statue. But, it's kind of cool looking now. You remember it, Orville?
The bird flew away, far, far away. Bye, bye, birdie.
Last time I was at Orville's apartment, that's when I saw the bird, but it's probably turned to ashes now, just like everything else.
You're as dirty as Orville's apartment was. I'll clean you up, then sell you. Get back some of the money Orville owes me. It won't be much, but even junk like you has to be worth something.
Damn, I hate myself. I'm so stupid. I swear I would never let another man use me again, and what do? I go and I let Louise, of all people, make a fool out of me. And to think of all the trouble I went to for this date. Picking out just the right outfit, the perfect jewelry. I hate Luis Lopez Fitzgerald. No, I loathe him. I never want to lay eyes on that man again. Whoever's there, Ethan, Ivy, or Julian, go away and leave me alone. Oh, what part of go away and leave me alone don't you understand?
Now remember, Timmy, the poisoned Petit Four is on the red doily. And it must be the one that Charity gives Miguel if the prophecy is to be fulfilled.
Tell them, please don't kill Miguel. Timmy's begging you. You'll leave him let Fluffy use him as a scratching post if he just spare his life.
For the last time, Timmy, no. A lot of people say that Miguel is drop-dead gorgeous. Well, I'm about to prove them right. Oh.
Charity, you have to believe me. Nothing bad is gonna happen.
I really want to believe you, Miguel. But this feeling that I have of someone dying keeps getting stronger and stronger. It feels like death is so close that I could touch it,